Hello, my name is C, and today I'm unboxing for you from DiamondArtClub. One of these was a new release, and this one was actually a restock that I picked up. So I'm going to crack into both of these. I'm going to do a full unboxing of Angels, and then a quick snapshot look at Down the Rabbit Hole. So I'm going to set this one aside and get started. Alright, so right on the front of the box, we have the rendering right up at the top here. Wraps around the box, we have the full rendering right on the front with the name of the kit, Angels, the artist Jenny Lee, and the size 55.6 by 73.7 centimeters. All the pink branding means it is a round. We also have that right on the front. On the side here we have a look at the drill field plus all the colors, and then on the back we have how it works, kit contents, and any warnings. And then at the very bottom, oops, sorry, it's a little dirty from my floor. We have the same information as the front of the box right on the bottom. So that's cool. Alright, and in here we have our toolkit, which has Diamondart new twist and pick pen. You twist this enough and putty wax comes out the end there. It is also refillable. There's extras inside the tray here, and then there's a spot for that multi-placer. Get a bag of baggies. You can use these to kit up into, store your extras, whatever you wish. I'm going to save those actually. And then we get our DiamondArtClub tray. These are branded. They are stackable. They come with the lidded stopper, and then in here you have all your extras. That extra putty, your usual pink one, and then a 7-placer. Alright. Next up, we have a little thank you for your purchase. Here's all of DiamondArtClub's socials. We have tips and tricks, step-by-step instructions, QR codes to their app. You get 20% off your first purchase through there, kit contents, and the Facebook group. A great place to see kits being worked on or completed. And then we also have in here a trading card. This is a secondary reward system that DiamondArtClub has. You collect enough cards of each tier and you can redeem them for rewards, different levels of gift cards, or what I'm aiming for is the custom. So there's bronze, silver, gold, and black, black being the rarest. This one is a silver. And then we also have the sticker sheet. So this is an entire sticker. We have the name of the kit, the artist, a full look at that original artwork, plus all of our information here, the color count. So there's 43 colors. It is a round kit, and then the size is there, plus a spot for your start and end date. These are all individually cut, and that is a look at our symbols. And there is 5 fairy dust in this kit. No ABs, surprising. But I love those colors. That'll be fun to work on. Okay. Starting at the top this time. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of color blocking. Oh, that's gonna be quick. I'll explain what that is in just a moment. But, oh, look at the precious kitties. Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll this backwards. You can do this with poured glue kits, but not double-sided adhesive. DiamondArtClub uses poured glue, so this is totally fine. You don't have to. These kits are self-flattening. I just do it to speed up this process so it lays flat for us. And there we go. There's pretty much that entire kit within frame. I can zoom out just a touch so we can see it fully. But yeah, there we go. Sorry, there's glare. It is getting darker out. But anyways, that is adorable. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, I'm going to do a quick look at this canvas. So right up at the top here we have DiamondArtClub slogan, do what makes you sparkle. On the top left, bottom right, we have our legends. moving all the way to the bottom, we have a look at that thumbnail, the SKU, the name of the kit, the size, and copyright information. So Diamondart Club legally licenses all of their kits. It just means the artist is given permission and is being fairly compensated for the use of their artwork. And then we have a QR code, discount code in the center, link to their socials, and the lifetime warranty. So if anything goes wrong and you are the original purchaser, they got you covered. That's things like drill spills, you know, run out of a color, things like that. This kit and most of their kits now have the perforated cover. It's just, okay, I thought it was gonna make me a liar again. It just means that there's dotted lines along these paint dots, so you could easily tear the cover and have sections. I know there are some people who really love that Diamondart Club has done this. I think it's a neat thing. Not my favorite, but I think it's neat. Anywho, I'm going to zoom in for a second, and I will show you what I mean between color blocking and confetti. So, there we go. Let's get uncomfortably close. Right over here is a really good example of what color blocking is. You have a patch of the same color, whereas something like, let's take a look at this cat. Like right in here, you have a bunch of colors in a smaller section, so that would be more like confetti. So yes, this kit very much has more color blocking than confetti. I mean, even our cats have some good patches of colors. It's just within the details here. All right, let's take a look at these diamonds. Here's that color palette. Lots of browns and purples and neutrals. Right on the fronts here, we have the SKU of the kit and the name of the kit. So if you store things separately, you can easily match it up, which is what I do. Right, I do not read out the DMCs, but I will pause when I get to any specials and explain them. So here's our first one, Z951. It is a fairy dust. So that just means there is a light mica powder coating right on the top of these that kind of give them a gentle shimmery effect. It's really hard to see on some of these lighter colors, but it's a really nice coating. This is more of a peachy color. Cool, let's move right along. Oh. Here's our second one, Z3865. It is that bright white. And yeah, a little tricky to see that coating still. But again, very, very pretty color for it. I have been working on some of Diamondart Club's newer round kits, and I have to say the drill field has been tightened up, which makes it really nice to work on, especially when multi-placing. Things just line up so nicely. Z3823, a nice pale yellow for our third fairy dust. Getting into some grays there for the shadows, I'm guessing. And our next two fairy dusts are side by side. So we have 3856, another peachy one, followed by Z437, which is like a very light brown. Actually, I think this might be the one you will be able to see that coating the best on. So our grays and purple. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Something just fell off the drill bag, and if it is a bug, I don't like bugs. I don't know what you are. Like, what it... I don't know what you are, but you're freaking me out. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we will start at the top and work our way down for finding where those specials go. So we are looking for our little tree, an X, E, and the dot. So it's going to be really tricky for me to tell you exactly which color these are, but I'll do my best. So first up, this good old patch of bright white that you see here is the white fairy dust. There's also a couple stars and highlighting along the back of the couch here. Oh, and along the windows there and there. And then we have the E's in our stars right there and there. That is one of the more peachy brown shades. We have the trees here, which is another one of those. And, or X, which is that bright yellow. There's another one there. So that is some of those fairy dusts. We have the N, which I'm assuming would be the brightest peach color right in the background here. A good patch of that there. More of the X's along the top of the couch here. So that is that yellow. We have some more of the... Oh no, I'm looking at that wrong. It's just the yellow right there. And then... we have some more of that palest, that palest peach right back there. It is actually throughout our cat too, highlighting within him. The brightest whites that you see is that white fairy dust. Along the top of his head, and his whiskers, along his ear. Is there some? Yeah, there's a couple right in there. And then... this whole portion in here, this giant block of color, is that lightest peach. And I think that's most of it, if not all of the colors that I could find. Some more. Yeah. So mostly highlighting the window, the stars, and then our cats and the cushions. That'll be, is that a cushion? It's the back of the chair. So pretty much where the sun is. That'll be cute. Okay, I think this is adorable. And this one will work up so quickly too. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up and grab the next one. Alright, so our next kit is Down the Rabbit Hole by Marco Morales. This is 55.8 by 75.9 centimeters. And it is a square kit. We have that on the front and all the blue branding. Cool, cool. So let's take a quicker peek at this one. Garbage. This time I have a bronze card. And let me set this aside. Alright. And our sticker sheet. There's that full artwork. And 68 colors. Ooh, 1 AB, 1 metallic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fairy dusts. Cool. All right, let's crack into this. If I can figure out where it opens. Shoot. Ah, dang it. Okay. Oh, starting at the bottom this time. I would say this kit is a very good look at confetti. You would just see like all the different colors. Oh, but this is gonna be fun. Oh, look at her. This is gonna be a fun one to work on, I think. All these colors, that's lots of blues. But then you also get the pops of red and the yellows for her hair. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. Okay, let's. some didn't really need a whole lot. There we go. And zoom out for a second. There is that full kit. Let's try and get rid of some of that glare. Oh, this is so pretty. I mean, yeah, there's some color blocking in the background, but not a whole lot. Because you still got those like dust motes in the cards to break it up. Some stars. Okay. Here are those colors. Lots of blues with some yellows in there. Some pinks. Okay, let's open this up. Zoom right on in. It's a little too close. There we go. This is going to be tons of blues for those backgrounds. Oh, but that's a pretty blue, 519. Kind of strange how it's just kind of slid it in between. Usually DiamondArtClub sorts these by weight, but I guess that one's a little different. Who knows? Here's our first fairy dust, Z3743. It's a nice, like, light purpley gray color. I can't tell if you can see. You can kind of make out the fairy dust. There might be a darker color along the way. Some pinks. Ooh. Alright, we have another fairy dust, Z775, a nice light blue, followed by that white again, Z3865. So there's 3 of our specials. Well, 3 fairy dusts. Oh, these colors are so pretty. Ooh, 5814. Pretty pretty. So is 352. And our next fairy dust, 3855. I don't know what you would call this. It's like a yellowy brown. And then we get into our metallic. So K444, the base color is that bright yellow base, that shiny gold top is what will face up. Are these the super pointy ones? They are. Oh, that'll be pretty. So they just shine like metal. They're very neat when placed. Let's keep looking. I think I'm missing 1 fairy dust and 1 AB. If I didn't just go right past them. So we got a brown and then our fairy dust. Ooh, this one matches it really nicely. Z993. That coating is so pretty. Ooh, some bright reds. There's that AB. 972, a bright orange. Oh, A stands for Aurora Borealis. It is that iridescent coating you see on the top of the diamond. That shines like the northern lights. So you'll get shades of blue, green, pinks, purples. Just colors like that bounce off of it. I think in these oranges you see greens and purple a lot more. And then just some small handful colors for shading. Okay, so So we will start at the top and work our way down to find where those specials go. We're looking for the square for that AB, the four corners for the metallic, and the various other symbols for the fairy dust. I will keep track of that. I just don't feel like naming everything. Alright, so we have some of the white fairy dust in the background there. More of the white sprinkled back there, but then you also got little chunks of that light purpley one there. So you'll have both of those just kind of sprinkled within this background here. We also have that light blue running through her hair, just doing some highlighting along the edges. There's a few more of those white fairy dusts up there. The light blue doing some highlighting within her bow here, plus a good patch of that light purpley one. Sorry, that light purpley fairy dust. And then that AB, that bright orange AB, is actually doing some detailing within her hair, just some lines, some small chunks. There's some more of it there, some more of it in here. That metallic is actually these yellow stars within the background here. And then a couple more on top of the roses there. We have that tealy greeny fairy dust that I really liked. Is actually highlighting in the leaves of the roses. Is there anything? Her eye is actually one of those light blue fairy dusts. There's another patch of it on the back of her neck here. Is that her neck? Or is that the collar? That's the collar of her shirt. My bad. And then her cup actually has some of those light blues. Still with that white and that light purpley being sprinkled in the background. More of the light blues highlighting along the bunny's ears. Some more of those metallics back here. Another patch of that purple there. I'm saying purple, it was like a light purpley gray color. There's another bit of it there. And highlighting along her knee here, all of this is that light purpley gray color. So is down here. Sorry, with some white highlighting on the back of her leg and just inside her shoe there. The cuffs here have both of those fairy dusts in there. The purple and the white. Some more of that white on the top of her shoes here. That purple over here. The metallics and the stars still all down here. The chain of the pocket watch and the outside of it also has that metallic. More of the metallic there. Some of that bright white there. Purple, that light purpley gray along her shoe. That blue is actually within this shoe and this shoe too. And this giant patch here is actually that light purpley gray. More of it here. More of that white on the face of these playing cards down here. And then more of that metallic in those stars. Did I miss anything? Oh, those C's. So that tealy, greeny teal color that is the brightest color in all of the leaves. And A, I didn't see any of that one, did I? There is that other fairy dust in the chain of the pocket watch up here. I forgot to say the face of this card is that white fairy dust, and this card is the blue fairy dust. And I have a feeling, yes, there's more of that A, so that pale yellowy fairy dust in her hair too. Okay, I think I got most of it now. This is such a gorgeous kit. Yeah, I love Margaret Morales' artwork. She has such a unique style. I'm trying my best to collect it all. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.